Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and in today's film we're walking to the other end of the seafront, but we're not going to go on the seafront to get there. We're going to go up through Kato Paphos. There's the Harbour restaurant, there's Solomia next to it. It's October now, still quite warm though. I imagine by the end of my walks today I'll be feeling the heat. Very quiet now though, because I'm just starting out. Must be about 9:30 I think. Try and over talk that music so it doesn't get any copyright things. Lush gelato. I'm going to cross over for a change. This is one of the many car parks they've got in Kato Paphos by the harbour that's free. Basically, if it hasn't got a number on it, you can park there for nothing. If they have got numbers like they have at the Soda Car Park, then you have to use the online app to pay. It only costs about €1 or two, or you can just send an SMS message. I did an article on it a little while ago. I'll probably stick a link in the description if I can remember. If not, just Google Paphos parking and you should get the article that way. But you don't get scalped like you do in the UK for parking. There's the roundabout here. Now normally I'd be turning right or cutting straight across, but I'm going to stick to the road that leads up to King's Avenue Mall today, I think. A bit of variety. Now beyond the car park, straight ahead of us, is the archaeological park. And if you can see some stones through there, that will be part of, it's called Sofianna Resort. Or what its English name is 40 Column Fortress. It's one of the less visited parts of the archaeological park, but one of the best bits. Because most people tend to go to the mosaics and the outdoor houses they got at the entrance, and then the heat sort of wears them down fairly quickly, and some of them make it up to the lighthouse and the outdoor theatre, but not many people get to see Paphos or Sofianna Resort, which is a shame. Well, it isn't a shame. It is a shame, but it also isn't a shame because it means that when I go and visit them, I have them pretty much all to myself. Because Paphos especially is very nice. Anyway, that's really for a film on the archaeological park. So I'll get back to the matter in hand, which is walking up the road to King's Avenue Mall. Across from us we've got luggage storage Paphos. It's a good place to take your luggage if you've been booted out of your hotel at 10 in the morning and you need somewhere to keep it before your midnight flight. Have another look at them. I met the chap who runs it a while ago, very nice. I'm always happy to plug places like that and benefit our audience. Now there's another car park up here on the right, and if you're coming to an event at the harbour for instance, then parking here should be something you might want to consider, or you might find it's already full. Let me see if I can cross over now. There's a footpath here I can walk along. Never noticed this before. Cool, that car's been there a while, hasn't it? Actually, you can't say that. Well, how dust sometimes gets in Paphos. Could have been there. Mind you, a Charlton Athletic fan. Ooh, they still exist. There's a boat here. I think I've seen better days. One careful owner. Oh, there's a very nice foodie smell. There's more boats. Interesting. At least 5 more boats there. Is it a boat yard or storage yard rather? Never noticed that before. Funny what you notice when you walk somewhere you normally drive. There's one of the entrances to Chef's Garden over there. Blue Line Shipbuilders, there you go. And that Chef's Garden is down there. Not open yet though. Nice little arch there. Wonder if that's authentic. Right, here you have where you get to St. Paul's Pillar, and there's an Ottoman bath there. Don't tend to be that interesting, as truth be told. Now here, a few years ago now, we saw our first Cypriot hedgehog. There's a moggy down here. I might be able to show you. But the thing about the Cypriot hedgehog that surprised us was how big its ears were. Because compared to a British hedgehog, meow! He's quite asleep actually. Compared to a British hedgehog, they're much bigger. Right, every time I come down here during the day, I always feel obliged to mention how much nicer it looks at night. Because I don't want to discourage people. There's a charity shop down here. And the parish offices of the Anglican Church. But mainly, there's a number of nice bars and restaurants that don't tend to open until the evening, which is when this place comes alive really. I think a charity shop might have moved over there. The Church of St. Paul's Pillar. And that's how you get to the church, by the way, just down there. In previous films I've come up parallel to where we are now, and there'll be cats there. Which means we're coming up to Sofianna Resort soon. And the fountain. Making me want to go for a swim. There's the water running underfoot. Now normally here I'd walk down Bar Street, but I'm not going to this time. Like some bit more varieties in order. So we're going to walk past Ace's Bar instead, down to where the new Museum of St. Paul's is being built, to find out how that's getting on. It's supposed to open early September. But it's worth noting we didn't say what year. That's Bar Street on our left, that was, by the way. It's obviously just the top end of it, and it gets busier further way down, up to a point anyway. Eventually it gets to a abandoned part. I'm going to go onto the road here because there appears to be a tuk-tuk driver coming towards me. Or kind of. Not a proper tuk-tuk, but that kind of idea. Poor little dead kitty up here. Shahi Indian street food. And this little building here. Take care not to film the cat. It's not burning as well. It's going to be the new St. Paul's Museum. We'll also have a quick look to see if they're getting any renovation work on the walkway done. But it was announced that Paphos is having 2 new museums as well as all the new ones that have already been announced. So it doesn't look like it's open yet, does it? But we'll see what's happening at the walkway. Oh, there are some people on it doing work as I speak, which is good news. So something's definitely happening there. Just so you know, I'm not yanking your chain. No idea what they're doing, but they're doing something. Time will tell. Anyway, I'm going to walk to the top end of the seafront from here via the big church. I'll go past Grazzy Restaurant on the left, followed by Buzz Pub, which a lot of people rave about. Again, it's one of those places, if you only go past during the day, it doesn't look like much, but come nightfall, different kettle of fish. Now, this building we're looking at here, oh, and that's the road past Splevenitis, Poseidon's Avenue basically, down there. Just get your bearings. This was being developed same time they started doing M Boutique Hotel down there. But they finished M Boutique Hotel, but this seems to have been stalled for some reason, which is a shame. Hope it does eventually get finished. But there's Buzz Pub. Looks a lot nicer when it's actually open. And here, they found more ruins, which they're excavating. I'll see if I can film any of them. I've said it before though, but Paphos is basically built on top of Paphos. So I can appreciate why for them it's difficult getting that excited when they uncover new ruins. They've got to be really special. But having said that, I do like what they did here. With these ruins they also uncovered. This looks very nice at night especially, but nice now as well. If you like art films, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and share them far and wide. It all helps us with the all elusive YouTube algorithm. And if you want to help us out financially, go to our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/Paphos Life. Now you can chuck us a few coffees, all gratefully received. And generally, go to pay for new camera equipment. I'll just show you that Cyprus Mobility because people often ask us about stuff like that. So there's their number, 00357 96557 196, and that's where you can find them. There's Friends Bar and Baywatch down there. And this is the place that has the Greek dancing, Demokritos, it's called, most nights. I don't know exactly what the schedule is. They used to have very cute little kittens there, which have since grown into very cute little cats, but I can't see any at the moment. And there's Delhi Gate. What a great pun that is. And a very quiet Flintstones bar. It's far too early for them to be open. And on the left you have Dionysus Central Hotel. I'm feeling the heat a bit now. And there's Mandra Tavern. And the non-existent Greg's Burgers. I'm definitely feeling the heat now. I'm only doing 2 films on this walk. I'll do a couple of little Facebook ones as well, but 2 main ones. So if you're coming to a holiday in Paphos during October, I wouldn't worry about the weather. You're certainly going to get plenty of sun. Hopefully there'll be rain. May not be what you want to hear, but I don't think we'll get much rain in October. That's normally between December and February. There's Pingouinos. Always recommend them. And we'll finish outside Tea for Two, opposite the I Love Paphos sign. Seems a good place to stop as any. There's the glorious seafront, very calm. What remains for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next film. Cheers!